Well, greetings people. It's the Monday, the 8th of January 2024, and I've just realised I'm now in my 9th year of making YouTube gardening videos. The time has really flown by, to be honest, and it's taken me down quite a few avenues of gardening, growing things at home, allotmenteering, etc. So that's quite interesting, to be honest. But yeah, thank you for tuning in with me today. I've not made a video now for over 2 months. I've had a few little things I've had to get sorted out. I had an inguinal hernia, so I had to have an operation and get that sorted, so I'm very much glad that that's been done. That was done a month ago today, or 4 weeks ago today, on the 11th of December. So still a little bit on the tender side, but it's much better than having a bulge in one's groin. That doesn't really do much for you in many avenues of life, to be honest. But there we are. So what we are doing today is we're going to be doing some planting. So I've got some seeds here. Now all of these I've grown before, they're tried and tested, and I very much like the varieties. I like the crops I'm going to be planting today, and it's really good. So long purple aubergine, Onuvek hot peppers, sweet mini red peppers, and broad bean Aquadulture Claudia. So I'm going to be linking some videos in the description box below, and you can have a look at those if you want. They're in more detail on how to grow these, how to grow them through the season, particularly important with subjects such as growing peppers, chilies and aubergines, because of course one likes to sow them quite early, because they need a long growing season in order to crop. So that's what you want to be doing, really. So check those videos out. It shows you about the care step by step, how you can get a good crop of those in a climate such as the UK. So what growing medium am I going to be using? So something a little bit different. So many of you are aware I normally use home-based multi-purpose compost. Well, today I'm going to be using this, and it's 10 litres potting soil, expands to a volume of 10 litres, and it's by a company called Green Brokers. So I got this off of Amazon. Now there's no affiliate marketing going on here. I literally just ordered it off Amazon, so I'm going to be trying it. So we'll see, you know, how this does. So usual procedure. I'm going to be using my little cell trays here, so you can see my little modules there, and I've got my 3 bigger pots here for the broad beans. So let's mix up this potting soil and see what it's like. Okay, so let's have a look at this, see what we've got here. Cut the bag open at the top, add 3 litres of lukewarm water. Well, I've got 6 litres of lukewarm water here, some from the water butt, some from the boiled kettle. So that's what this looks like. There we go. So we'll put that in. Add 3 litres of lukewarm water. So there's 6 litres in here about. Let's put this in. Wait 5 minutes. So here we are. Now we've expanded a bit there. There we are. So that looks quite interesting, doesn't it? So let's break this up a bit. Now it's looking quite promising. It's a little bit hard there in the centre. Oh, very hard there. Yep. So why not put some more water in? It's probably about another 2 litres there I've given it. I'm just gonna, as the helicopters go over, I'm just going to mix that round a little bit. There we are. So it was more realistically more like 5 litres than 3, but that's really no big deal, that. So let's take a look at it. Looks pretty cool. That's what it looks like. So what I've got here, the cell trays, and all I'm going to do is fill my cell trays up with this. So some of you may ask what it actually is. So this product is formulated from 100% stabilised coir fibre dust, and it contains nutrients. That's what it is. So just going to be filling up these cell trays here. So we'll plant up here in no particular order. Got the sweet peppers, mini red. Now these are actually Wilko's seeds. Very sad actually, isn't it, what's happened to quite a few Wilko's stores. Very nice little store. You can just pop them on, put them in like that. About 3/4 of an inch, centimetre and a half deep, something like that. Yeah, the Wilko's stores, very sad, you know. I remember going into the local Wilko's store when I was a kid with my grandmother. We'd go in on the bus, you know, and then go into Wilko's and other shops as well, you know, these lovely memories. But sad for the people that work there, sad for the customers, you know, sad for the communities, etc. But I guess that's just how the times are now. Things like this are happening. Anyway, so Wilko pepper, sweet mini red, just going to stick a tag on. Planted the mini reds and the Onavec hot peppers. You can see the seeds are almost identical, to be honest, which one would expect. So long purple aubergine. Really enjoyed growing these. In fact, I've enjoyed growing everything I'm growing here before, you know, in previous years. Aubergine seeds are smaller than the pepper seeds, so take a little bit more care. Don't want to be dropping them all over the floor or wherever. So just popping them in there like so. You can see 6 of each, so provided each one of these grows into a plant, should get quite a nice yield. So now we'll do the Aquadulture Claudia. So broad beans, otherwise known as fava beans, field beans, etc. They're a great crop to grow. Might want to do a bit of research on the potential good factors of eating broad beans. Very interesting indeed, just checking the seeds are in good condition. When I plant them, I like to plant them eye up. Whether that makes any difference or not, you know, is a matter of opinion, but that's how I always plant them. So there we go, put them in like that. Tag as well, date, what it is, and the variety. And so all I'm going to do now is just put some of this lovely coir on top, like so. So there we are. Now these are going to be going inside on an indoor windowsill. So with regards to germination temperatures, with the broad beans, they can actually germinate at quite a low temperature. I have read they can germinate as low as about 2 degrees C, which I think is about 35, 36 Fahrenheit, something like that. A minimum of 7 would be more ideal. That's about 45, 46 Fahrenheit, but even then I don't worry too much about germinating at low temperatures like that. They're all going to be going inside. With regards to the peppers and the aubergines, you need a nice warm temperature, ideally 25 degrees C, which is about 77 Fahrenheit. That will be more or less impossible to achieve out here without any artificial heating at this time of year. So they're going to be going inside and on a south-facing windowsill, ideally above a radiator, and if you can, not in between the void, in between the window and the curtains. A nice bit of warm temperature if you can, even if you have to move it about a little bit, you know, during the day, just to make sure you keep that warm temperature, because it can be frustrating if your seeds don't germinate. Anyway, so this is going to be going on the top like that. If it was a bit cleaner, that would have been ideal. So on the windowsill, this will go. I'm expecting the broad beans to germinate first, followed by the aubergines and the peppers, but we will see what happens. With regards to watering, I'm not going to water them now because you saw I added plenty of water to the growing medium here, which I must say is looking quite good actually, so I'm quite happy with this. Be very interesting to see how it all turns out. Got more to use for other sowings as well, so that's great. Keep them moist, don't want them to dry out, and we'll see how we do. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you're growing this time of year. Be very interesting. As I stated before, check out them videos in the description box below, because you'll probably learn quite a bit from watching them. Thank you very much for your time. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading videos hopefully weekly, if not weekly, every other week. So I really want to be getting going with the garden now, and it really helps me, to be honest, making these videos, because it gives me additional motivation to grow some wonderful crops. And there is indeed going to be some wonderful crops this year in my little garden here in Essex. Thanks very much, and see you in the next video.